Hey everyone, Hayden here from the Pop Culture Gamers podcast. I'm sure that you, like me, have at some point or another come across really old pictures that are not digitised because they were well before that technology ever existed. And what you need to do now is get a copy of them, but maybe all you have is negatives or maybe even 35mm slides. Well, we have the answer. And here it is. This is a film scanner. And this will scan up to 22 megapixels for every image. My understanding is it will run without a computer, so you can just put in an SD card and it will scan all sorts of types of films. So in here, the instructions about what we get the scanner, the USB cable, a 110 clip, a Super 8 clip. We also get a video cable, the user manual, slide adapters, cleaning brush, a negative adapter, and an AC power adapter as well. So the specification pixels, the sensor says it's a 14 million pixel CMOS. It's a 2.4 TFT colour screen. Negatives, black and white and slides. The negative types are 135 negatives, either 36 by 24 or 126 PK negatives, 27 by 27. 110 negatives, 17 by 13. Super 8 negatives, 4.01 by 5.79. Positive and negative and black and white. It's a blacklight board, a picture. There's 128 megs of built-in memory. It supports up to 64 gigabytes of storage, as a 5 volt power adapter, weighs 228 grams, and is for Windows, Mac, Windows 7, 8, 10 and 32 and 64-bit editions. So the thing itself is a film scanner all in one, and it lets you scan, view and edit and convert your old films on various different formats and turn them into pictures, into sharp, clear and detailed colour and black and white JPEGs. There's multiple adapters for fast loading. You can enjoy maximum compatibility and ease of conversion with a variety of adapters. Its updated interface with a 2.4-inch LCD, and also the memories of the new millennium use any SD card up to 64 gig to store everything that you have. So I have loads and loads of these things lying all over the place, from the loss of my parents, where they obviously used a lot of film cameras beforehand and negatives of the wedding and that sort of thing, and I'm sure a lot of you have those and are wondering what to do with them. Well, this might be the solution for you. It is from Amazon. It's $79.99. It is advertised, interestingly, as a 22 megapixel, and yet it says it's got a 14 million pixel CMOS sensor, but maybe that's to do with 22 megapixels is the final result rather than this is just per inch. Anyway, we'll see. So let's have a look and see what's inside. So we have the various different sort of slide adapters. This is the cleaning brush. It says it in quite lettering there. Here is the device itself. And then I'm assuming that this is the power adapter. Yes, it is. It can run off USB by the look of it as well. And there's an output for video feed as well, if you want to output directly from this, obviously to a composite screen, and the USB cables included as well. It is the old-fashioned type of USB interface, as you can see from the image there. So this will be probably what, USB 2, same sort of port as what is on the PlayStation 3 controller. Anyway, let's open up this. There. So the device itself is really super light. There's not any weight to it at all. Other things that you get in here as well, you get your warranty card, and then there's the instruction pamphlet and a quick start guide to help you as well. So quite a nice neat little device. Obviously you feed it in one side, it goes out through the other. There is the TV out on there, the SD card slot, and a link for connecting to your PC if you want to go that way as well. Like I said, I think it does just scan things automatically, and you can do minor editing on the top here as well, and there's a interface when it operates. So looking at the slide adapters, because this is sort of like the crucial thing as well really. You have here, this is the 110 one, which is the adapter for sort of like Kodak sort of pictures that you might have. This is the Super 8 adapter. This one is for slides, so you can obviously sort of, by the look of it, open it up. It's a little bit, it is hinged, but for whatever reason it's quite, seems to be quite tight, but you will just slide it in there. There we go. So yeah, it's just a little bit awkward because it's new, but you would obviously pop your slide in there. I would not recommend that you would push it through though, because there is these channels, so it might scratch the side, or the slide rather. And then this is the adapter for the larger slides that you might have. Good thing is all of these sort of like have directional arrows on them, so that you know when you're feeding them in which way around that they go. That's not closed properly. There we are. So you can feed them in to the device, and it goes to the point where it will actually fit, which is really good as well. And obviously these adapters, if I'm not mistaken, I think these will, yeah, they feed into the channel there, so that it obviously is intended to be an adapter for those as well. So it's pretty much a multi-use kind of device as well. So you know, you're using the same bits to actually take your images in one way or another. This one does have an open end so that you can continue to feed that image through. Oops. At that end as well, if you want to. So that's it, that's everything that you get. So you get your 35mm slide adapter or negative adapter, you get the Super 8 adapter, we have the 110 adapter, we've got this size adapter, which I'm not sure what size that one is for, and you get obviously your video cable, your USB cable, and your power adapter. So that's that. Let's have a look and see how this works. What I've got now is I've got this all set up, it's all ready to scan. This is what I'm up against. I've got these, I've got all of these negatives. No idea what's on them, but I do believe that they are basically from when my father was posted in Germany. So it'd be really interesting to see what's in these actual images. So I've got one here. Here's a negative. As you can see, if I hold it against the white, you can actually just see there people in the picture. There's only one on this for some reason. I don't know, must be in the end of the film. And this is what we're going to use to scan it with. We're going to use this adapter, and as you can see, it says negative adapter. Quite nice there. And it tells you which side up. And all that you do, just very gently slot it in. If you have a look there, just line it up as it were, So make sure this is properly plugged in, and then I'm going to turn it on, and then just slot in the capture, and then go to film type, make sure it's recognised it's a negative, if you can see that there. And it's a 33. So all is good. And there we have it. There's that image that was there. And that good looking young bloke is my dad. Can't believe that. That is my dad. Not sure who this is. Not sure my mother would be happy about knowing who this is either. I'm not sure who that guy is because my grandfather, I believe, had passed by the time my dad was that age. Although it might be somebody, maybe this is somebody that he was staying with in Germany. Maybe there's a whole side to my dad I don't know about, but wow, that's pretty good. And then when you're ready, there is this button on the top here. You just press scan and it saves your file there for you. And that's it, it's done. And then you can just take this out, take the film out, and then you can go on to your next lot of film that you're going to scan in. So let's have a look, see if I've got any other ones that are just about ready to go. And I have, look at this one. This one's got a long strip. So let's see what's in here. So again, just going to slot it in, push it through, make sure it all lines up, and there we can see just a little bit of an image there, and push this in, and there we have it. There's the image. Press scan, push the negative along a bit, there's a bit more, press scan, do another one, press scan, do another one, press scan, keep pulling it through, press scan, press scan, and that's it. So there are things that you can do with this scanner as well, because it's not just about actually showing you scanning the images in. If I go back to the menu, scanning again, maybe if I hold it down, menu, there we go. So what we can now do is go back to playback and click on OK, and hopefully, yeah, so here are the pictures that are stored in its internal memory. It is tremendously slow. And there are all the pictures that I've scanned recently. We also have the option to connect via USB, change the language, change the resolution. Never looked at this option. There we go, it is 22 megapixels. So it was saying On the box it was 44 megapixels, but it is scanning at 14 megapixels, but it is scanning at 22. So I'm pleased about that, because I thought I'd been sent a duff, but obviously not. You can format the card if you want to, and then back to the film type and the playback. Okay, so I've now connected my scanner to my PC and put it into USB mode. So let's have a look at my PC, and as you can see now, it's appearing as a USB drive. Obviously it's got the normal DCIM folder, and then within there is the 100M16 folder as well. So once we click in there are all of the images that I've actually scanned from negatives. You can see them very quickly sort of view there, and there we have it. So these were all scanned directly from negatives. Unfortunately the negatives have deteriorated somewhat over the years, so they're very red, and some of them have no detail. Some are quite blurry as well. As you can see, they're obviously, I've scanned them the wrong way because they're backwards, but it's always good to know is that, because I can then correct it within Photoshop or something like that. There are all of the images that have been scanned. So you can actually see how big the file size is. If we go into the file view here, we can see that it's 5728 by 3824, and the other details there, including where it's stored. So there's lots of information there that's available to you about the image. Hope you've really enjoyed this video, and well, we'll catch you again another time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye now.